This is the opening of a short story that's called Drug Therapy. One downside to staying at a mental hospital is the crazy people. Tonight I had a typical battle with a roommate. She's catatonic most of the time, staring out the window, mumbling to herself now and then in Mandarin, and limp like a big rag doll. But she doesn't like to sleep in the dark. So, lights out, 10 p.m., we're all supposed to be getting some shut-eye, and suddenly, she remembered how to walk. Up she popped and flipped on the switch. It's one of those institutional, very bright no-frills lights, so it's pretty hard to ignore. I got up and turned it off. I told you, no lights. Which was pretty pointless, I realized, because the chick doesn't even speak English. She turned the light back on, I turned it off to show her I wasn't giving up without a fight, then there it was on again, and she fell asleep, humming to the drone of pulsing electricity while I put my pillow on over my head. At least my pillowcase was clean. I had just changed the sheets because my other roommate, the Korean lady, had been in my bed after dinner. She's a handful. She's big for one, and she's loud. She screams obscenities at me all the time. And even though I don't understand a word, I know it's some bad shit because of the spitting and rude hand gestures. The clothes cart came around yesterday, secondhand goods for patients who hadn't packed a suitcase and were running out of fresh studs, like me. I got a decent flannel shirt and some sweatpants, but the Korean woman, she went wild, grabbed a dress, pants, 3 shirts, a vest, a skirt, then put them all on. Every hour, all day, she stripped to her ratty underwear and got dressed again in the same clothes, rearranging the layers. She looks like a Salvation Army poster child on a bad LSD trip. Her worst habit is she gets in my bed when I'm out of the room. Now that's just not kosher. Personal space in a hospital is sacred. You get one little bedside table with a drawer and a shelf to put some clothes on and your bed. That's it. So at least once a day, I come into my room and find her snoring on my bed. Sheets all thrashed, lying there in all her wild clothes. She doesn't even take her boots off. I have to get a tech to come and move her, and she screams at both of us when we wake her up. Then I have to strip the bed, I'm not sleeping on any sheets she's been on, and start all over again. It's exhausting. And she acts like I'm the devil each time, ranting and raving as if she's trying to exorcise me. Believe me, honey, it won't work. I've tried. I spent the last week listening to muttered Mandarin and abusive Korean. It's like having the wrong station on your television and you lost the remote so you can't turn it down or off.